When it rains, it snores.
Like a rare breed, a breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model kids wanna be me.
It's all about the risk.
Now, later,
If anyone pays taxes, instant ban.
The whole thing was easy. I just come and wink my eye like a genie. Crown on, yellow peasant can king me.
Die. Fuck semantics. Fuck taxes. Revolt. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you don't hit the unmute button when you thought you did, and you say a bunch of shit. Needless to say, Greg, Yada, Nickel City X-Wing, we're here. Games, X-Wing, yeah. Chris vs. Andre, 312 League. Okay, here we go. Pride? Are you serious? Pride? I don't need no streamer telling me who to be proud of. Stick to sports. What? Nick has gone like full villain. Looks like Iron Ass. Just gonna post up there. That's pre-Vizsla. I do like pre-Vizsla. Extra dice. It's pretty cool. That is Backdraft instead of LaHughes. It's always interesting. DBS 404. Got 2 games tonight. First one, 3-1-2 league game, and then a custom scenario I made up for funsies. Do I think it's going to be good? No. 2 forward for Mal. What'd you get today, Scooty? What'd you get today, Scooty? I got mine today. What does that mean? What did you get, Scooty? Topher? Well, apparently, I did not know the name Topher is just short for Christopher. But that's kind of like a bad nickname. Which is why we're going to give it out constantly now. The scenario is Greg's ultimatum. Well, next scenario is Greg's ultimatum. Imagine they name you Gory. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Ugh. It would be, it's even like, yeah. Ugh. Ugh. It'd be like eggery. Why? Why? Why you always kick me when I'm high? You guys remember that song? Yeah, don't go by Moth. I have sweet potato fries. Nick's like doing a bit that I don't understand. Isn't it really awkward when someone's like committing to a bit and you're like, I don't get what this bit is. we're gonna get some shots here. Classic 3v5 with one crit. That was fun. One evade. Got him. That's turn 1 over. We're going to go to turn 2. Apparently my plane has a weight problem. Oh my gosh. Just destroyed JJ's mother. Nick coming in firing on all cylinders. Meanwhile, poor JJ is staying in a hotel somewhere in the shitty-ass Midwest, dodging tornadoes, being like, why is my mom catching strays? By the way, catching strays is what JJ's mom called having JJ. As a goal, open the betting. Opening the betting, betting the open, opening the betting. Por qué por? See if we get a decloak. We do. What is this I heard about you liking 2.0? What? I don't dislike 2.0. One bank from you, old dirge. I can't tell you how many people's like first priority for the new thing is like, are you gonna reach out to Legacy, like on Reddit and stuff, like all the comments? They're just ignoring Legacy. I mean, we've been a thing for 2 fucking days. How about we calm down? We haven't even like elected leadership yet. We're not ignoring anybody. Ooh, Kylo clears. Kylo clears and then Focus jams pre-viz. And here comes Sunfac. Oh, gonna move forward, right? No, can't do that. Okay. I've heard different people tell me different things, like Legacy, like implemented scenarios and stuff, and it just kind of sounds, I don't know, like I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what's up. I'm sure at some point there will be communication between the groups, but like, let us get organized and get rolling first before we're like reaching out to different things. It's just like, come on, guys, just let us do something first. Like, let's get through an election. I thought that would be a boost. Von Reg's in. I don't see any reason, Azagal, that anyone who wants to play any game mode can't coexist. There should be no reason for someone to be like, no, you're not allowed to play that way. See if we get a start of engagement trigger here on the Buzz Droids. No, we get a start of engagement trigger from Malaris, so Malaris will take the drugs. I generally agree, Sev. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll put my thoughts together in a second. That's a big roll. Hit, crit, crit. And they're going to take it all. Damage sensor array. That's huge on a Whisper. Gonna spend from Von Reg, and that's gonna be 1 damage into the assembler. Now Midnight is going to go and hit crit. Into Sunfac, who blanks out. Holy moly, the blood. The blood shall loose stabilizer. I hate to see it. Yeah, Dirge has got. It's going to be 3v3 and no mods left, or 3v2 because of the strain. Alright, you're going to get at least one. Could be more. And it's going to be the shields. It's a bad day to be a ship. I would like to make it MOV over the SOS and there to be no tie. You're talking about like tournaments? I think that's more up to TOs than anyone else, right? It's not really. Finally, someone learns how to roll evades. This is a second cluster missile. And finally, a shot does no damage. Yeah, so until, like, all the GTs and stuff are contractually obligated, J-Dubs, thank you for the sub, to use to it. I have no idea who it's into. It looks like it's into Kylo. They're contractually obligated to use AMG points, AMG rules. Now, you can contractually obligate people, but if you're like, this is the last time it's ever happening, what are they going to do? Fire you? So, too many dice? No. I think that's the right amount of dice. Kylo rolls 2, +1 for range, +1 for obstruction, +1 for... It's actually too few dice. +1 because there's a tractor shit, or not a jam shit. So 4, and then -1, so 3. Correct dice. They can sue you, but the cost for them to sue you versus what they could get is an absolutely ridiculous, like, it'd be such a waste of money for them. And it would look so bad. J-Dubs giving out 5 subs. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. This is going to be a 5 dice bangarooski. And yeah, that's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna get a reroll. That's real. That's gonna kill. Oh no, it's not gonna kill Kylo. He doesn't have the focus anymore. Kylo jammed it. Oh, Kylo, the one evade. Goodbye, Kylo. Do I think they look bad already? Of course, I think they do. I don't think people like my father have heard that they canceled this game. But I think they sue someone like that for litigation, for money or whatever, and they are, I mean, that's just villainous. JJ just flamed you in Discord private DM. Why didn't you let everyone see it, JJ? But yeah. So really, whether TOs listen to it or not, that is their The X-Wing Alliance, right? We have to realize what can we control and what can we not control. We can't control what TOs do. Nor do I really want to, personally. You know, a lot of... Just keep in mind everything I'm saying is for me right now, right? We haven't had official discussions on a lot. But, like, what TOs do, that's what they do. It's what they want to do. That's fine. All we know is contractually, they can't. They can't do just whatever they want for the GTs. Whether they will or not, okay. Hard to say. That said, I don't really know if like modifying the tournament regs is on the to-do list. Because I just kind of feel like you should run the tournament how you want to run it in the future, you know? Like, it's going to be your thing. If you want to use old AMG points, use old AMG points. If you want to use whatever Legacy is doing with points, use Legacy points. If you want to use whatever we put out, use what we put out. Like, don't... The world's your oyster here, folks. People think attendance is going to be down, but I think it might be all right. I think, like, people are, like, in for a last hurrah. Looks like Vonreg is going to deuterium. And spend one to fix the damage on Iron Assembler. I think people are going to show. First off, I think Gen Con's been declining for a couple years just because they haven't done a real great job. AMG, that is, at, like, prizing. They're not, like, letting GSP stream it. But I think Milwaukee for Adepticon will still be full. DB gonna take a lock. Is the Greg GT happening? No, the Greg GT is not gonna happen. The thing about the Greg GT is it's completely Greg funded. And if I'm wrong and people don't want to come, I'd be out $2,000. Just sitting in like a boys and girls club. Being like, won't somebody play with me? How many you need for it to pencil? Well, I needed, this is like beforehand. To break even, I needed to charge $40. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to charge 20 bucks and just let the chips fall where they may. I'll lose the money. But I was also going to have unlimited as part of it, and I was hoping that would bring in a lot more people. But it just doesn't seem worth it to do it now. Conrad taking the deplete because I'm not going to shoot anyway, and then boost into a pretty nice shot from Iron Assembler. Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on making worlds because this is kind of a depressing thought, but it might be the last time I see a lot of people, right? Like, you know, like, there's some hope that like Adepticon will keep going. Like they've stated that they're willing to keep X-Wing games happening. So you know, it's not like a foregone conclusion. But yeah, if you can make it to Milwaukee, make it to Milwaukee. Because I mean, for Worlds, the whole world flies in. And yeah, it's kind of like a last stand. And then you get to boo AMG in person. And isn't that worth it? Delete Reddit. I mean, honestly, 99% of the comments have been very positive. 1% of the comments are like, fuck that. Dude, that's gotta be so embarrassing for them. X-Wing just constantly outdrawing their games, and they don't even, like, do anything with it. I bet you that's why they canceled it. Because they're just embarrassed constantly by us. Like, why does no one play MCP? No one wants to play Shatterpoint. Yeah, the other games aren't meant to be competitive. Okay. I see you setting up 800 tables of MCP. 5 of them are used. I think it's done in blocks, Jam. So I think like AMG gets like a block of space. And they can be like, no X-Wing in this block of space. That's like AMG's block of space. Dirge now. Going into backy draft. Hit crit? So again, it's not about the game. And first off, saying it's not their game anymore is incorrect. They still own it. They're just not doing anything with it. But again, it's about space. AMG buys the space in the convention and sets up the games in that space. That's why X-Wing and Legion and MCP and Shatterpoint are all next to each other, because AMG is that space. I don't know if they pay for it. I don't know if Asmodee pays for it. I obviously don't know who pays for it, but it's the space for AMG games. And they can be like, okay, we're not using this space for X-Wing. Now the convention could be like, listen, we'll put X-Wing over here. We're going to give them this space. Yes, saying it's not their game anymore is not correct. Those 20 Shatterpoint players need more room. My guess is that instead of keeping the same amount of room, they'll just drastically reduce their room so they can save a little bit of scratch. I think they're not even worried, Sev. I think they're bitter that X-Wing shows them up every year. I think it's an active, like, stick in their craw that 400 people went for X-Wing and 25 went for fucking MCP. Don't know that for sure, obviously, but that's the impression I get. That's how it makes me feel. That's how their little condescending statements portray them. The game wasn't theirs, and they treat it as such. Yeah, traders, because MCP keeps getting shit to put on the shelves. Have a good flight, Nick. Did AMD develop a single ship, or did everything they released come from FFG? Nick Not splurging on airplane Wi-Fi. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? It's $5. It's just $5. They didn't develop that shit. They didn't develop the ship. Like, the ship's a reprint. The MG released all FFG holdovers. Okay. So they didn't even, like, take a stab at developing their own ship. It's pretty sad. We didn't know how good we had it with FFG. And Von Rig again, just trying to deuterium power cell it up. Yeah, Sun wasn't even shot. He was in Midnight's arc, but Midnight decided to shoot Vizsla. And missed. And twins. I think Harry Nick's video is pretty good. Kind of touched on how I feel. Like their handling of the game was a failure. Doesn't mean everything they did was bad. Just means they failed at handling the game. And their major flaw is they're just fucking awful at communication. They're bad at it. It's what it is. Well, the thing is, Psych, I think the objective was a bit obfuscated. You guys remember that statement? It kind of gets, like, forgotten in the history of terrible communication. But, whew. Calling a game where you just shoot other ships with an obfuscated objective, really? I mean, I want to know how long they knew the game was shutting down. Like, did they lie to Nick's face in that interview? They certainly knew at Worlds. Like, obviously they knew at Worlds. That's why X-Wing wasn't on the roadmap, etc., etc. But did they do that interview with Nick and just lie to his face? Malorus pops the drugs. Midnight, no shots. Von Reg, of course, no shot. Disarmed. This is into Malorus, into Dirge. I didn't see the interview with Krabak. So, if one of you wants to fill me in. 2 hits. Dirge. Takes 2. Krabak was told to play down Armada and X-Wing talk and focus on Shatterpoint and MCP. Yeah. Oof. That's, I mean, did he? I mean, he obviously told people this, so he couldn't have, right? He didn't acquiesce. Of course, Will wasn't amused. That guy is not personable. Boom, 404, the 2 hits. And Von Regel. Shrug it off. Viz now. I believe the charges are back up. Wouldn't hate the shot into midnight range too. No mods. Get 3 dice if you go out the back. Or you can take 4 dice into Malorus, or 4 dice with 3 into Backdraft. It's got 2 shields down, I believe. I believe that's half points. Oh, who's got the veteran? Oh, I really think I would have. Spend it on that. Midnight will lose the shield. And finally, the Iron Assembler will pop a shot over to Von Reg, who is still on drugs and getting the 1 evade. 12-5 as we enter turn 5. Legit is pre-Vizsla, okay. I think pre-Vizsla is probably fine. Just chilling. It does seem good. I also don't think Chris is doing a great job of focusing fire. So it's like kind of hard to tell, right? Because this game is probably wildly different if every ship's going into previs right now. Von Rank hasn't shot the last 2 turns. Sweet potato fries, I'm a big fan. You put some honey on them, they taste so good. Kiko, thank you for the sub. Kiko, 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 I made you out of clay. And Kiko, 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 with Kiko, I will play. Hey! Wow, look at these odds. Heavily in favor of Andre. Wow. It's like over 90 degrees here. Everyone's like, Buffalo's cold. It's over 90 degrees here this week. Calm down. I have to cut my grass. I haven't done it in a long time. It's like really bad. It's like the mower will probably stop working, like when you go over it bad, and you have to kind of like pull it up a little bit so the motor gets running again. Someone's dropping a bomb. That is Dirge. There's a kid that'll do lawns, and he's got one riding mower. I should just pay him to do it. I gotta see him out and about first. Probably on like a vacation for summer. Dude, JJ, owning your own home is so much better. I bet you I pay less in a mortgage than you do for rent. Well, I paid nothing in a mortgage, from being honest. I own the home. I paid cash, but I know what my mortgage payment would be, and I bet you rent for way more. And I actually own my space. Is Buffalo grass from Buffalo? Yes. I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. DBS trying to get off the frickin' APT. Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. Take that as you will. I think Malorus is the right decision. What's a curious direction? Probably would have gone the other way, just to keep the arc. I'm so pumped for Shadow of the Erd Tree in 2 days. No idea what that is. Elden Ring? No. I hated that game. I think I actually played that game on stream and returned it on stream. The game sucked. Why don't you all buy F1 and play with me? We can race together. Friends who race together stay together. Yeah, every time I play a Souls-like, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I hate this. Oh, I think that's going to be in the bomb. I like how that's its own, like, category on Steam now. Souls-like. So, like, people... Too many returns. Barrel roll! It's probably in, but... I want to be out of bullseye. That is brave. Pattern analyzing a focus has a deplete, so I guess the attack won't be great, but tractor right back in a bullseye. Yeah. What about Jedi Fallen Order? It's Souls-like. I don't think Jedi Fallen Order is Souls-like at all. I mean, I guess I see what you're saying, but there's not a lot that I find in common with them. We'll find it on Steam. Is it called Souls-like? We'll find out real fast. He's not gonna take a strain. You're gonna flip that up? Yeah, okay. Takes a strain. Steam categories are user defined though. I mean, what are we doing? Guys, this is not that hard. Just load up Steam. Go to the store. Jedi Survivor. Single player, action adventure. I do not see Souls-like on it. Ooh, 3 crits. Don't know who that's from or to, but seems deadly. Never mind. Don't know who did that, but good job. That was midnight into Sunfuck. Oh my gosh. Sunfuck didn't move him back into bullseye, huh? That's weird, right? It's the same amount of reds on the attack. Yeah, bullseye would have one more die. Assuming it's still range 1, but I think it was pretty clearly range 1. I don't think the move does move him on range 1. Am I sensing a bet? Am I sensing a bet? All right. 2,000 nickels. Say it, say it. Say it, Sev. 2,000, say it fast. 20? 20 nickel. 2,000. There it is. All right. Me versus Sev. 2,000 nickels. We'll let them continue their shooting. Then I'm going to interject. Well, DBS taking the range 3 shot, just where DBS loves to shoot. Range 3. Yes, Sev is saying that that the tractor would have been range 2. Ooh, crit. And another fuel leak. That is going to kill DBS. Never got to live, really. Good night, sweet droid. That was backdraft into DBS. And this is pre-Vizsla into nothing. And then out the back, pre-Vizsla 2v4. 5? Must be range 3. For 1. Oh, gonna have to spend. That's a bounty. Well, good job, Backdraft. So this is 2v3. Ooh, double hits for the iron ass. And double evades. Okay, gonna interview now. Hey, pause the timer, please. Pause the timer. Pause the timer. Oh, yeah. All right, I need you to roll midnight left forward and then check range from Sunfac. Yep. Okay. Yeah, check range or pop Sunfac full time. Easy. Easy money, Sev. Easy. Okay, you can go back. Thank you. Well, he said it would have been the same amount of dice because it would put you in range 2, and I said, of course not. I'm Greg. I'm never wrong. And now he loses 2,000 nickels. Yeah. Hey, congratulations on that bounty. I hear that killing Backdraft is a. Yeah, great. Great. Well, you did roll 3 crits into 3 evades, so that should be something, right?
Greg was right. Greg was right.
I mean, that wasn't even close to range 2, Sev. That wasn't even close. It wasn't in the same area code.
Look at the size of that thing.
Now, why does he think he has 14? So, half on backdraft for 2. Malorus, no. All of Kylo for 5, so that's 7. Half on Vonreg because he regened. So that's 2, so 9. And, oh, Midnight has the damage. That's why. Give Atreides nickels. He did. All right, fine. I was gonna be like, fuck no. I was like, I can just print nickels. I am the nickel economy. Gonna fuse that concussion bomb. And in perhaps the most useless move in history, can give a strain or deplete to the Iron Assembler. We'll immediately get to clear it. Wait, how's he stopping if he already stressful? You absolute cheater. They can't see that part anyway. Okay, hold on.
And I'm cheating.
All right, so everyone, Andre wants to say, and I'm quoting him right now, suck my dick, I do what I want. If I want to do a stop after I'm already stressed, I'm gonna do it. Fuck all y'all haters, is exactly what he said. And, you know, we don't condone that kind of thing here. But, whatever. I guess, you know, I can't control everybody, so. All right. Someone clip that and just paste it to Andre. Tag him in it 1,000 times. I'm blue a da ba dee ba da da. I'm gonna team chat with Andre now, and he's a monster. Yeah, I keep trying to tell everyone this. Andre's an absolute goon. You guys just don't ever believe me. I keep trying to be like, no, he's not this nice New Zealander. He's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so tough playing you, and then he crushes you, and he's just like, oh yeah, sorry, ha ha ha. Telling you, it's never the ones you expect. Yeah, he does say, mate. Deciding what to do with Sonny Fack here. You could try to barrel roll forward, like tractor yourself forward, rotate, and then see if that doesn't get you into Malorus. Tractor Malorus, barrel roll him over, see if you can't bullseye the guy. But you could go ship right, left, see if you can't catch Midnight. The problem with catching Midnight is you don't get ever to mod. You just don't get to mod at all, ever. So if I'm old Fakidosho, I wouldn't take a focus. I'd take an evade. Barrel roll. Roll. Do these not have evades? No, I think they have evades. I've flown enough that I've evaded before. Here's the problem for old Von Reg. Kind of stuck between a debris and a cloud. You'd like to boost, just focusing. All right, Sunfat. How are my feelings on bribes? I'll take bribes right now. What you want? What you want? Free hot runner? $20. You're not gonna mod this shot anyway, I don't think. Well, you might, but you're probably not going to, so just shoot whatever you want. You know not what you asked for, Justice. Well, I guess I didn't all take in snares. But that Nantex meta was seriously the worst time of my life. X-Wing was never worse than during that Nantex meta. Two v two here. Okay, Mal. And that's why I didn't spend. That's one into Dirty Poo. And you finally get half points there. Previs out the back. Looks like range. Oh, range 3 it's saying. Range 3. So this is going to be your classic 4v4. Or sorry, 3v4 because it's out the back. You're gonna get one. Ew! I forgot about the iron hands. Roderick! Roderick! Down to one. Monterey just hasn't had it all night. Six Nantex on six Nantex was awful. Fucking awful. Those games were boring as shit. I have 100% been consistent when I say that I can be bought. Sure. Set up meetings, exchange black market funds. What are the lawyers' fees in England? There goes the timer. So this is going to be the last round. And unless he kills Sun Fac, I don't think there's much Chris can do here. They aren't Shell like the gas station, my dear. I think that's probably better for Trump. Mr. Trump, when we said Shell corporations, we did not mean the gas station. Who am I kidding? He knows what Shell corporations are. He's been doing his home life. Hey, look what I got today. Manfred Kohler. I wasn't gonna, but just for you, we'll do another game. I like to say that I'm a Manfred of the people. The people's Manfred. Yeah, exactly. There's the turnaround from the cheater. Is he gonna go for half on pre? You need to put 5 damage through. You're going to get 1 for free. Yeah, I don't know why you moved your lock. He wasn't going to get to modify his defense anyway. I would have just focused there and kept the lock so that Sunfat couldn't do this. Boost. Boost. No bueno. Alright. This will take 1 and will be strained again. So it's going to be a second strain. Unless he wants to flip it face up, which would be crazy. And I don't think you move him. Alright. Midnight. Range 2 into Previs. This is a classic 2v0. And you got 2. It's the shields. Range 1 with a deplete against 0. So double modded here. Spends for 3. So you got your half points. Well, targeting computer versus focus for 1 shot is no real difference, so it doesn't really matter. It is always the one you don't take, though. This is going to be 5 dice from Sunfac into Midnight. Boom! So that's going to be 2 damage into Midnight. Midnight's going to die. Really die. Backdraft. We've got the range 3. It's going to be 3v2 in Dupree. The full potato. No crits, though. 3 down to 2. All this in 1 turn. If only Mallards had, like, turned around for a shot, huh? Three now, range 1. Or 3. Oh, the 3 of 8s! Finally! They show up! Vonreg! And now it's the Iron Ass. Can you do it? No, probably not. We'll see. Maybe. No. They each get 1 at the end. And Andre comes away with the win 18-16. What a guy. All right. Tie privilege strikes again. So true. So true. All right, we'll be back with a custom scenario match. Game 2 starting soon. Oh, no. BRB.